Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
About to be 2020. Nobody's proven a globe yet.
Good morning, Chocolate.
What's going on, guys?
I've got a problem with it because the physics says that the heliocentric model isn't open. That's incorrect.
The model's not going to be over, no, but as
Hold
for
on.
reality...
Who said that? Heliocentric model isn't open, did somebody say?
Yeah, so Earth is considered a closed system by physics.
Oh, really?
Oh.
How did Voyager get out then?
And you don't understand what a closed system means. Well done.
Sorry, did you not hear my question?
Wow.
Did you not hear my question?
can't wait for
Don't
this.
question what I don't know, whoever's speaking. I asked a question, I'd like an answer. How did Voyager get out if it's closed?
A closed system doesn't mean that...
I didn't
nothing
ask
can
what a
get
closed system was.
Yes, it
Are you
does.
deaf? Are you deaf? Quickly, we're into globe
out.
head
No, I'm also
obfuscation.
not stupid, Nathan, and I'm also not a dick.
Well,
But,
then
you know,
answer
carry
my
on.
question. If it's
I just
closed,
did.
how did Voyager get out? I'd like an answer to that. Not an education in
My
what open and
answer to
closed
that
is.
is
I'm
a
still
closed
speaking.
system doesn't
I'm
mean
still
anything
speaking.
can't
You are a
escape.
dick. Because I'm still speaking, dick. Yeah, I don't need an
Oh,
education.
I'm sorry. I didn't
Oi,
realise
dick!
that you lacked manners as well as intelligence.
Yeah, you do lack manners. You're talking through me. I'm having to raise my voice because you're continually talking through me before I finish my statement. I don't
Well, I
need...
answered the question
and there you go again,
and I
like a
didn't.
dick talking through me. Dick.
I know,
So,
it's a bit of a
rude.
problem when you-
Rude. You've got no
Listen, you don't
manners,
like it when
dick.
people give you
You've
own
got no
medicine,
manners,
do you?
dick. Yeah, you're being rude.
I'm
I
giving
still
you
haven't made my
Nathan
statement
Oakley's dick
unimpeded,
medicine. There you
dick.
go, mate.
Yeah, you're a very rude man. You've got no manners, no tolerance for other people making statements you can't answer. So you need to dance around and obfuscate
I
the fact
did
that
answer
Voyager,
it, and I answered it by saying that
Voyager
the closed
is
system
claimed to have
doesn't mean
left.
that nothing can
Yeah, you're not
escape
listening
Earth.
to me, are you, dick? So let's pop you on mute. Arsehole. You seem to be very rude. Maybe one for the triggered archives of Ranty. So with you on mute and me nice and calm, I'll point out that it can't possibly be a closed system. Otherwise, Voyager wouldn't be able to leave now, would it? You complete numpty. Now, I appreciate that when I point these things out, you'd rather educate me in what open and closed is, rather than actually addressing the fact that your system's got Voyager leaving it, which would absolutely imply an open system with a vacuum of space for the gas to leave. So no, I don't care what your physics magicians say. I don't care what you think I know about open and closed. Your system's got Voyager leaving, something that you must talk through and claim I'm rude when I point out and win in my assertion that your heliocentric system is absolutely and unequivocally claimed to be open, unlike your claim of it being closed. You fundamentalist, religious zealot double speaker.
He
Yeah,
left.
bro. You smashed yourself in the first statement. Rest in peace to you.
They don't last long, and all they can do is start criticising me for being rude while I try and get a sentence in. Yeah, he ignored my sentence. How did Voyager leave? Oh, physics defines open and closed. That's not the question I ask. And when I start pointing that out, it's non-stop rumpusing because they've lost. Yeah, this one for the triggered archives of Nathan. No, an asshole that wants to talk through the fact he can't answer how Voyager's leaving and needs to just define open and closed. We know what open means. We're not fucking five.
You bent him over with one question.
He
Well,
bent
it's fair.
himself over with his own statement. Nobody
it's-
had to even say anything. He destroyed himself.
Instant double.
Are you kidding? How is the heliocentric model a closed system, guy? I would love to hear how he explains this nonsense.
Well, it's their double speak that they have to live in.
What double speak? He said it's closed.
Well, no, because he knows it's open, but he's got to say it's closed.
Who
That's the
knows what he knows?
doublespeak.
He's a moron.
Everyone knows heliocentric is open.
What
Everyone.
a sad guy.
It's doublethink 1984 time, isn't it?
Radio check.
We heard you chuckling. We appreciated the input.
Thanks.
So, Kiwi.
Yeah, they're arguing our points while still sustaining a belief in outer space because they can't prove outer space, but they can prove our points.
Yeah, it needs to be closed. It must be closed. We are in a closed system on account of the fact that we have gas pressure here. Without the container, there could be no gas pressure. And we definitely experience gas pressure. Beyond the experience of gas pressure, which requires a container, I have no idea what the sky is. But this fuckwit will come here and tell us that physics tells him it's a closed system with Voyager leaving and things travelling to the moon. Yeah, okay, Fundy. Yeah, go off to your doublethink and moan that I've cut you off after you've interrupted me 25 times to avoid the question of how Voyager leaves. Yeah, we know it's closed, mate. Yeah, but you trying to claim that your heliocentric system's closed is just going to get shot down in flames pretty quick.
It doesn't take much of a research. I mean, in your first 2 minutes of research, you're going to find out that the Copernican revolution was saying that there was not a closed system, i.e. the rakia, the firmament. So they were saying, no, you can't believe the Genesis account of a closed system because it's an open system. Now, this guy in 2019, almost 2020, is thinking he can come here and use this kind of nonsense argument style that he has.
Yeah,
Well,
I think this.
maybe-
I think this guy is Druss the Legend. I pummeled him some years ago on an evolution forum. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what he wrote here. The Earth is a closed system. I thought you just said it was an open system online. This is what he says in chat. The Earth is a closed system because only energy is naturally transferred outside the atmosphere. At Nathan Oakley, you know not what you are arguing for. Sorry, mate. Facts are a bitch. Druss the Legend. You came on here and said the Earth was an open system. You were challenged with, how did Voyager get out? Do you see the contradiction yet, son?
Nope. He doesn't. Because he's
Is
not
he back
looking.
in here yet? Yeah, he is. Let me take him off mute. Go ahead. Now, behave yourself.
Sure. I never said it was an open system.
You said, oh my God, that's what
that
you
was
said.
your
You
opening
can't-
gambit. Are you
We got
insane?
our own first. We got
Are
our
you
own
insane? That was your opening gambit. That's where I checked you and was like, sorry, who said that? You.
No, I said it was a closed system.
Oh, really?
No, I think
Oh
he's
my
right.
God.
I think
No
he
worries.
did
It's all right.
say
No,
it was
chocolate.
closed.
Chocolate.
I
It's
said
chocolate. He
was
took the
wrong
bait
for
real
saying
quick.
it was an open.
Sorry, he took the reverse psychology bait so fast it's untrue. These people are very, very easy to play with. So closed system in
Well,
the
if you're
heliocentric
gonna
model.
do that,
You
I'm
don't
just gonna
need to
go, because
immediately
I'm not
start
here to
talking
insult
through
you,
me.
I'm an idiot.
You don't
I'm not gonna let
need
you
to
drag me down to your
immediately
level and
shut
do
him
what
up,
you
John.
experience.
John, shut him up. He's immediately talking through me. Immediately.
He left.
Immediately. So
He
he's
left.
run away again? Run away
Yes.
again?
He left again.
Yeah, because I was about to ask him again. So we've got clarity through a little bit of reverse psychology. Fell for it hook, line and sinker. Couldn't believe how quickly that worked. So he's alleged it's closed. And then I got to the point where I'm going to ask him about Voyager, as was clarified by John before he was open, his mic was open. And he immediately rumpusses me again, the same exact routine. So how did Voyager get out? Oh, he's run away. I can't ask my question this time. How did Voyager get out? Oh, he's not here. Why? Because he knows the question's coming.
He's still in text chat.
He's certifiable. He said both sides of the argument.
They're cowards. Total cowards. They come in.
I love that.
Go on,
Sorry,
chocolate.
Nathan. No, I love that now that they're arguing that it's a closed system. It's great.
That's the
Oh my
gas
God.
pressure.
Coriolis
That's-
At first, it was no Coriolis, right? Now they're arguing for a closed system, guys.
That's
Ooh.
because
This is
the gas pressure question is putting a lot of pressure on them.
right. That's
Yeah.
perfect timing. I'd like amongst us now to just sort of get some protocols in line. So next time a fundy comes in here and says Earth is a closed system, as this guy has asserted, the first thing I'm going to do is say, so you would concede that without the container, there can be no pressure. So first I want them to concede, because obviously they're going to be arguing that we need a closed system, otherwise we wouldn't have gas pressure. So without the container, there can be no gas pressure then? Closed system? We're all in agreement then? We're in a closed system. Because they're essentially coming in and agreeing with us, and we're having to argue against them as fundies, because their system's not closed. But I'd like them to concede, without the container there can be no pressure, and then move on to the fact that no, you've got your religion wrong. How's Voyager leaving?
I like that. The two-hit combo.
Yeah, if they're going to come in and start saying it's closed, I'm more than happy to first agree with them. All right, closed system. Oh, right, so you understand now that we can't have gas pressure without a container then? If it wasn't a closed system, we'd all die. We'd asphyxiate as the gas filled the space. Oh, you appreciate that? Excellent. And you're a heliocentrist. Oh, well, you're just wrong about your religion. That's most definitely open. How's Voyager leaving? Rumpus, rumpus, rumpus! Call victim status!
It just reminds me, it would be akin to or similar to an atheist calling in, defending the Trinity at the same time being an atheist.
That's going to go straight over my head. Sorry.
Well, an atheist doesn't believe in God, but he's going to call in and defend the Trinity, but he doesn't believe in God. It's like, which side are you on?
Bill Nye. Bill Nye, who is absolutely no way a scientist, but asserted as being a science guy by media, asserts that we're in a closed system. Oh yeah, well you don't understand heliocentrism, or you appreciate there's a contradiction because if it's an open system with Voyager leaving and the moon travel happening, then ultimately speaking it's an open system, but we'd all asphyxiate. So perhaps this total layman, Bill Nye, appreciates that we'd need to be in a closed environment to have gas pressure. Maybe he just explains how we have Voyager leaving, given that heliocentric religion dictates it's an open system. Just gas magically stays here anyway.
Maybe they're about ready to, in 2020, to throw Copernicus under the bus, because that's what they're doing.
Well, I was going to make a joke about that earlier because I was like, wow, maybe he's appealing. Maybe the physicist that he's appealing to is Bill Nye. Because Bill Nye at one time did say the Earth is a closed system. You can't leave the Earth. That's on video. He's a pusher of the heliocentric model. How is he saying that it's a closed system? What's wrong with him? You can't leave the Earth?
Are you forgetting,
Voyager?
Are you forgetting double
I
thinking?
got his answer. I got his answer in text chat.
Oh, great.
Whose answer?
What is it, Righteous?
Foolish decisions. He says a closed system isn't an isolated system. It means some stuff gets in and out, but nothing even remotely significant.
Well, that's an
Say
open
that again.
system.
Oh.
Well, that's an open system. Stuff getting in and out, that's an open system, you moron. So he was about to educate us, rumpusing me when I asked about Voyager, about what open and closed was. If stuff's getting out, it's open, you complete moron.
And he thinks that means it's an isolated system. This guy is horrible.
No, the smallest particles, gas, stays in, but a Voyager or something built of matter and bigger gets out.
Just for clarity, open can transfer energy, but not matter. Sorry, closed can transfer energy, but not matter. Open can transfer matter, like Voyager. So if you're open, matter can escape, like Voyager. If you're closed, matter can't escape, like Voyager.
Yeah, how'd we get those
Precisely.
pictures of Jupiter?
I couldn't even.
One last thing. Isolated
Sorry,
systems do not exist in nature, ever. They are used to describe the laws simplistically. Isolated systems would be close to both energy and matter. However, no such system exists. It is simply used to describe the law of nature, which is still absolutely applicable.
No, he's on the
wanna
laws
ask
of
this
motion
guy.
now.
John, you should ask
I'm
him
not even-
if a thermos is a closed system.
You need to go back to your evolution foundations. Dress the legend. You really do, because this is sporadic nonsense that you're driveling. Why don't you come on? I'm not reading any more of your posts. why don't you come on the show again and tell us that you didn't say the Earth was a closed system. You said it was an open system, but then you said it was an open system and it wasn't a closed system. Let's hear that again, please.
Are you forgetting the ways of doublethink? So
Does that mean
Ben
you think you're smart,
has
but you're not?
definitely had the desired result of triggering a lot of fundies. It's good, right? Taboo conspiracy QE.
Say that again, sir. Sorry.
It developed quite a reaction. Taboo Conspiracy's appearance on Ballbusters dissecting his Dallas presentation has triggered quite a lot of fundy reaction.
Really?
Yeah. People didn't like it. Of course. Your disclaimers were justified.
Have you been there? Has there been some blowback?
Yeah, a few people have made adverts.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to all those people making us adverts.
Wow, and here I fundamentally enjoyed it.
Yeah, Ben's great.
Buzzing.
You know when you sense before the show goes out, you know it's going to be an important show, and that was one of those. Not that they're not all important shows, but by the same token, I think this was a particularly special Ballbusters.
Yeah,
It seems like
it lines up with it's another death knell. I mean, they can't get, the beauty of it is they can't get out of those horizon distances. There's no argument against it. It's a really short argument. It's really simple, and it's devastating. So I don't know what you can do. These people are getting exposed. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe listen to some Skinner to ease your pain.
Sarah, just do a quick mic check. Can you hear us, Ranty?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
Are we still at the after show?
Yeah. Couple of criticisms. Can't all be roses, right? So, the Milgram experiment. So, I didn't, although I said I was going to, I didn't go over and over the experiment and its abuse and use in these terms. So the vernacular got left behind off the show. I'm glad as well, because it was 3.5 hours as it was. So that said, a lot of these presentations of these so-called experiments, now I appreciate that, let's just set aside that experiment's the wrong word. That's not going to be my point. If you take them as valid regardless of their scientific empiricism, because they've been demonstrated as valid, you have to appreciate that what you're being shown isn't ever a member of the public going in and doing as they are suggested to have done. So when Darren Brown says, here's a member of the public that we've got off the street, they're going to take part in this experiment, they're going to be told by the man in the white coat to flick the switches, and then they do or they don't, depending on their moral integrity, and this percentage go all the way up to a bazillion volts and would have killed the person on the other side. That never actually happens. That's not how television works.
So basically, you're saying that whole setup is just actors, just television.
Yeah. So while they say this person is a man in a white coat who's actually just been told to say this, that much is true. This person is a man off the street who is totally unaware of the Milgram experiment. Now, quite often what they'll do, especially specifically the Milgram experiment, what they'll do is they'll say, some people even said that they'd heard of the experiment already, so we removed them from our test subjects, lending credence to the idea that they are genuinely members of the public who have taken part in this television production. No, the beautifully lit stage and set is absolutely unequivocally made plain to every single participant in that production.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with the Discovery Channel nonsense, right? When they were trying to prove curvature, they were all actors too. I mean, look who hosted. Was it John Cena? And then the two girls that were in there, they were actors too. They were in other Discovery Channel things, and like, I mean, come on, man, it's all a joke. And it's literally the only curve
could be settled once
demonstration that the ballers have to point at, which is really sad, to be honest.
Remember when they showed it's one of those sort of fakeologist type things where they show a news report that's claimed to have gone out from, I don't know, some foreign location, and it's clearly a cardboard set in the studio, but they're legitimately telling the audience that they are in, I don't know where it was, it's Baghdad or somewhere specific.
Like CNN.
Yeah.
And CNN did it. I think it was
do
what's
not
his
go
name?
there.
But you know what I'm referencing? Just so
Geraldo Rivera.
Yeah.
Or Anderson Cooper, one of these guys.
Exactly.
They have like cutouts.
Exactly. They got cutouts of trees. It's really overt. But they are genuinely and overtly stating to the audience as a lie that they're somewhere they're not. Now, if they're prepared to do that when they're reporting news, do you not think that they would control absolutely everything when it's a pre-staged piece?
Ooh, Rumpus just popped in. Oh, he popped out.
Hey, you remember Baghdad Bob when the American tanks were rolling behind him and he's being interviewed saying, "No, we fought the Americans. They're not near Baghdad." And right behind them are American tanks.
Right.
What about Hillary Clinton getting Bosnian fire?
Yeah. I'm not looking. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm not looking for endless examples of media fakery. I'm just saying that if you are aware that they can overtly fake being one place when another, they lie. Yeah, we're really in Hawaii. Look at the palm trees. Yeah, often they just lie and they're not. They're somewhere else. They might be in a set. Well, I'm saying if they're prepared to do that on TV when it's news, well, do you not think it's perfect, plain and obvious that they'd do that when it's a documentary, or in this case, a Darren Brown psychology show? In other words, whenever you're presented with this stuff, I'm not saying that they haven't conducted this social experiment. I'm not saying they haven't done that at some stage. I haven't looked into the actual validity of what they've published, but the stuff they present you on TV is definitely, in every single instance, all staged actors, controlled with a script so that it all goes to plan with their schedule, and they hit their marks and make their edits and get their show published to make money with it.
Yeah, that's why they call it television programming.
So what's up with the problems with they're having with ball busters, to get back on that vein?
Oh, well, just everything. You know, they don't like the fact that satellites are balloons. That's seemed to have struck a nerve. So after us discussing it on Ballbusters, Ben went out and sought out Series 14, Episode 8 or whatever it was, and Bart gets a telescope, and Lisa Simpson says the only thing you can see outside is the Fox satellite. It's so bright. And then you cut to the Fox satellite with a bit falling off it. So he cut that together with all of the recent... He didn't include the Brazil one, but I did pin a comment on my re-up of it from Ute, saying don't forget the one in Brazil, but all of the balloon satellites that have crashed. So that certainly set a few people off, to say the least.
Yeah, because he made it right after Ballbusters was done.
Yeah, I watched it. It was really funny. Yeah, I didn't get the blowback. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Depends what you're searching for, I suppose.
Well, the very fact that they have satellites on big helium balloons and they're launching them with cranes, they see that, right? I mean, they got to see what we see, and they're going to deny it?
No, they go, but that's perfectly normal, nothing to see here. That's just, that's a balloon satellite, so what? And we're like, yeah, satellites are on balloons. That's our point. Yeah, but that's justified. Here's the explanation for it.
It's funny because you don't hear them argue it very much, right? They stay away from that. They just say, yeah. They put them on balloons, but they're in space too. Yeah. They don't argue that they're just on balloons, especially when they're crashing out of the sky with balloons still attached.
The fact that Samsung called theirs a space selfie and sold their Galaxy phone with a space selfie doesn't matter. You know, it's just they were lying in that instance, but yeah, it's a balloon and that's fine. Because balloons in space with satellites on them taking space selfies really lends credence to the idea that the sky's a vacuum.
To be fair, how easy is it to look up one of these balloon satellites as a regular person who doesn't really know about any of the censorship? Like, if you look it up, does it pop up?
Yeah, but that's just it. If you're a regular person, you don't even know these things are on balloons.
What regular person is going to type in balloon in front of satellite?
Yeah, unless you're getting into this argument, really. But I don't think the normie walking around, everyday Joe, knows that there are these things on balloons up there. You know?
Shout out.
Go ahead.
Shout out to face shaving demon goblin.
What?
Face shaving demon goblin.
Are you talking about George?
Before we get into the attacking people, sorry, are you still around, QE?
I'm here.
Any chance you can hook me up with the Robert Bassano release that you recently did, where he's discussing, you know, the one, balloons, balloons.
The balloon. Yeah, I have the balloon. You want the video?
There's a certain section in it. It's about 2 minutes long where he goes down the list and identifies things like Mir. And it's a balloon launch. You know what I mean?
That's correct.
Have you got that to hand? We've got about 6 minutes left on the after show. If I can trouble you to find it, ideally I'd love to play that.
Not 4 more hours?
No, not 4 more hours, no.
You got Spanish today?
Yes. I don't know, actually. I'll just ask Paula. Paula, have we got Spanish today? Be right back.
I was just listening back to Jose's show.
Hold up 1 second, Randy.
See, Nathan. See,
Hey,
you have Spanish today.
You remember? Do you remember? Do you guys remember Google's balloon internet experiment?
Hold on a second, Ten.
Yeah, Google Loon.
Hold on, man. Do you got? Or you got Spanish? You got to go.
No, I'm hoping to get this clip. We've got 5 more minutes.
All right, let me go try to find it. Hold on.
Real quick, too. If
Can
anybody,
I continue on that topic
If
there?
anybody speaks
Nathan?
to Anthony, tell him I have a good video for him.
Go ahead, Elijah, and then if you can, 10th, go ahead.
Go ahead, Elijah. I'll go after you.
No, I was just saying I have a video for Anthony.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember.
Oh yeah, I'm
Google.
listening.
Go on.
Oh,
It's got video.
yeah, I
for
have
you.
this. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Hopefully, somebody could do the massive B thing or whatever and get it to you. But it'd be really good to use that with your relative density argument, because they literally don't know that they're explaining that that's all it is. Because they're using anyway. I'll post it. I don't want to take up the rest of the time.
Cool, man.
Well, the Google balloon internet experiment 1 year later, I'm looking at it here on my phone. And I've been watching a lot I love the ocean, so I watch a lot of yachting videos and circumnavigation type of, follow certain people who on their own, on their type of boat, sailboat, ketch, or trawler are going all over the world, and they're always saying, I can't get internet, I can't get internet. And then they get to this place and they get a little internet. So it just prompted me to search and see how they're getting it. And here's Google talking about Project Loon and getting these balloon satellites, 60,000 foot strata where the balloon actually lives, so that these people can get internet connection. But wait a minute, that kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I thought we had satellites in space covering every part of this globe for internet connection. Which one is it, ballers?
What globe?
Yeah, exactly. What globe? Why are you sending up balloons in a closed system if you're on a globe with an open space with satellites? Why do you need balloons at 60,000 feet? I'm going to rant. Maybe I get on Ranty's top 3 here if I get pissed off enough.
That's when they use it's approximately open.
Balloons can't go through it, but the Voyager can.
It's only mostly closed.
Hey, you can put an early claim down for next year if you want, you know.
I got a whole year to try to make your show. I'm going to get pissed off at the ball. No, it's ridiculous to see right in front of your face Google and NASA launching satellites with balloons for communication purposes, while at the same time there's space with satellites. Why? We're not looking for redundancy here, like 2 water makers on the yacht, because one breaks down, you need another one. You're in freaking space for years with a satellite, according to your nonsense BS. And you're supposed to give internet connection to anyone in the world, anywhere. And you can't do that, so you launch balloons?
Nathan, I put it in Master B. It's 12 minutes, somewhere around there.
This is the list of all balloon launches from the Esrange Space Center in Sweden. Okay? Now, let me take you to the Swedish Space Center. And here is the Swedish Space Center website. It's in the description section of this live chat session. This is the Swedish Space Center. And as you can see, they have balloons and rockets, payloads. This is their website. This is their website. Swedes, the Swedes. Okay? It's the Swedes. Here's their space center. They do balloon launches. Now let me take you to the document I downloaded from their website. Now, this is a list of balloon launches from the Esrange Space Center starting December 9th of 1982. Remember that term, SAMOS? Okay, here we go. History of satellite reconnaissance, right? This was declassified May 7th of 2012. All right, these flights took place somewhere between 63, 65, 72. But again, I don't get too focused on the date and time frames. I just want you to see how long these programs have been in existence, okay? I want you to see how long these programs have been in existence. You can read these documents for yourselves. We don't need to keep going through all this stuff together. I put a lot of this shit out for you people so that you can see this. You see they talk about weather satellite program, mapping satellite program, realignment controversy, new directions in satellite reconnaissance, okay? But let me take you to this document, which is very important, from the Swedes. This is not US oriented. I got this from a foreign country, okay? So you look at some of the launches. These are balloon launches, people. These ain't fucking rockets. It says it, list of balloon launches. So I want to go down this list and I want you guys to see something very, very fucking interesting. It may shock a shitload of you. It should shock fucking all of you. It didn't shock me because I've been known about this program for a long time, okay? And I want you to see something important. There's going to be some things here that you may see that are going to catch your eye, all right? Because I want you to look. You see the campaign, you look at the payload, all right? You got campaigns and payloads. And we're not going to go through all these codes, but you're going to see something that's going to catch your attention. All right? We're going to keep going through this. All right? Keep going through it. You're going to see something that's going to catch your fucking attention, that's going to blow your mind. I want this right here. I know this. This is a satellite. I'm going to take you to this too. There's a video of it online. Anybody want to search this right now? Type this in. ELHYSA. Echo Lima Hotel Yankee Sierra Alpha 3. Type that in to YouTube right now to see if you can type that in -satellite, and I guarantee you'll pull up the video for this fucking thing right now. But let's keep going through this so I can show this to you. You see this, people? What does that say? Mir. That's the Mir fucking module. That's the Mir space module that's supposed to be attached to the fucking ISS right now. That's the Mir space module. February 24th, 1997. Here goes another one. Mir. March 17th, 1997. Mir. Okay? I want you to see these things. All right? I want you to see these things. Let me take you to another one here, because there's let me hang on. Let me see. Here we go. Two more. Mir. February 18th, February 19th, 1999. Mir. It's the Mir space module, people. On a balloon. The Mir space module on a fucking balloon. The ISS does not exist complete the way they show it on television. Here goes another one. Mir on a balloon. What they are showing you of the space station is a fucking computer generated image. They are not showing you the complete fucking module put together, flying at 17,000 miles an hour for fucking 15 years. Here you go. Look at this. Support Mir. They sent up a support balloon to resupply the Mir on a fucking balloon. On a balloon, people. Look at this. Orion. Orion payload. Look at here. Inmarsat. You want to know where your satellite phone communications come from? Fucking balloon. A balloon, people. A balloon. I'll supply this document to whoever wants it. Here we go. Inmarsat test. Balloon. If you were to take time to search every single one of these flights to match it up with a particular rocket launch that they claim this fucking thing was on, I guarantee you, you will be able to compare it with this Swedish Esran Space Center balloon flight list. Balloon flight list. Balloons, people. That's your program. It's always been your program. Look at this. Mir short duration. Mir VLD. You got two VLD. Look at here. More Mir. This is in 2002, people. 2002. For those in Europe, you ever heard of Enviasat? Look at Enviasat. Enviasat. These things are supposed to be testing the atmosphere for particulates and, you know, for pollution control. Balloons, people. You can't come to any other conclusion. You don't have any other information to prove you were at the launch pad and you saw them put this fucking thing inside the nose cone of a rocket. You didn't see it. I don't give a fuck who you work for. You can work for NASA, you can work for the fucking Germans, you can work for the Russians. You did not see what you thought you saw going into a fucking nose cone of a capsule and with an unedited fucking video stream and put on a launch pad and launched into the fucking sky on a rocket, on a fucking missile, a bomb. You didn't see that because it didn't fucking happen. Look at NASA. Why is NASA using the Swedish to launch a fucking balloon for them? Think about that. They're everywhere, people. They got relationships with all these fucking space agencies. They're carrying out the deception. the fraud, the hoax, the scam, the bullshit. It's all here. It's all here, people. I keep saying it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. You can talk about it all day long. You can claim this is your theory, this is your hypothesis. You ain't got no documentation to fucking back it up. You just want to show some bullshit video and you're not a videographer and you don't know how to do video analysis. You got to get the documentation. And here's the documentation right here. NASA, 2011, LED, ESO, high wind. Just check these out. Because I've checked out all of this shit. NASA, 2003, 2013, Sunrise 2. Look at that. Balloon. Balloon, people. That's a complete list. It goes all the way to 2014. 2014, people. 2014. There you have it. There you have it, people. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't know what else to tell you. Here goes another fucking balloon launch. Check this out. Just check this shit out. Check this shit out. Another satellite being launched from Antarctica. Check this out. You're going to love this one. That's Antarctica, people. Remember how we saw that circular launch pad? The bulldozer is smoothing out the ice and snow. Look at this. Just wait and see. Watch this. This is McMurdo Station in the background. McMurdo is right back here. They have line of sight to this airstrip. Just look at this. This is your billion, trillion dollar fucking satellite program. A goddamn fucking balloon. A balloon, people. There goes fucking $20-30 million on a balloon. It's not inside a fucking rocket nose cone. There you go. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yay! Now you want to know what NASA is spending all that fucking money for? On helium? NASA has spent a shitload of money on helium. So you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is all that helium for, right? You think, okay, maybe it's for the vacuum chamber. They're doing all kinds of testing. No, bullshit. That fucking helium is for their fucking balloon program. What else would you use fucking helium for? What would you use helium for? You use fucking helium to fucking float.
It's at 18,000 feet right now.
Come on, people. This common sense. This common fucking logic.
Hey, the payload is now at 105,000 feet.
Look at that. 105,000 feet.
Quite well. even with the naked eye. It's nice and well inflated now.
So based on the size of that balloon,
Well, we're at about 120,000 feet.
look at that. So these things got to get to at least 150, maybe 100, maybe they can get to about 180,000 feet. But at nighttime, see this fucking thing.
There you go. Thank you very much for digging that out.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, he
There's
literally provided exactly what I wanted.
There's a article I'm looking at that's dated 2012 on Wired magazine, talking about Google. It says the next big step will be to construct a narrow ring of connectivity with 300 balloons circling Earth at around 40 degrees latitude over New Zealand, Chile, Argentina, and Australia. If project succeeds, then we'll expand northward in more countries. Okay, Cassidy says. So as I'm scrolling through this, Bassano, and my article is dated 2012, they've got a string of balloons for everyone to connect to, and the world thinks they're satellites in space.
And with that, I'm going to say another huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of you who did tune in on the Nathan Oakley premiering stream, for hopefully smashing the super chat, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Of course, a massive thank you to all of today's G+ and Discord server for making this after show possible. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!